Hello everyone, welcome to my instrument collection. I'm Matthew from the Rovers, and we're going to go over all the instruments that I have. So, starting out with the newest first. This is a lute, or lauto, that I got recently, just a few weeks ago actually. And this instrument is traditionally used for accompaniment, and you can also play some solos on it. It's just kind of an interesting, more unusual instrument. We'll get to some of the more classic instruments in a bit. But this one's been a lot of fun to play. You can play traditional Greek music, traditional folk songs. Ooh, this is what this sounds like. Got this pick here.
So this isn't a scrap piece of plastic.
Yeah, it pretty much is, but you use it as a pick. So this one here, you hold it in your hand like this, and you kind of pick it like a pen. Hold it like a pen and kind of pick through. Very unique to this instrument. I can't say I've played an instrument like this before. On to the next one. Sticking with the stringed instruments here. We've got a classic acoustic guitar. This is the Cordoba C4CE guitar. Acoustic electric. This one sounds like your classic acoustic guitar. Nylon strings.
Wait, Steven. This guy is our pianist, right?
Mm-hmm.
He showed us two guitars.
I know. That's also one of the nylon strings here. Because my fingers can't take the steel strings, so we've got the nylon on this one. So, just, it's fun to have around. Pick it up occasionally.
I think he just wanted to be a guitarist.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're getting to the keyboards. Just trying to keep the order here. This one here. This is a bouzouki. The Gas brand. And this one, similar to guitar, but you play more melodies on it. And it's very common in Rebettica style Greek music. It's more like a mandolin sort of tone. So, there's this one here. I play this one quite a bit for Greek folk music. And it also added an amp pickup. This one, so it can be amplified. The EMGB pickup. Similar to the lauto there. So, kind of a core instrument for Greek folk music. And we'll finally get to the keyboards. Not going to talk about the drum set? Oh, we can talk about the drum set. Here's the drum set.
I thought you played the drums.
No, I guess I did get it. This was more for fun and for band practice. Really. So we could have all the instruments here. This is an Alesis Nitro Mesh one. The mesh is pretty nice. I think that was one of the nice features of this one. It doesn't have that awkward pad, like thunk that you get. It has like a nicer bounce, which it seems like more of the new drum sets are all getting this mesh. I won't play you anything because I'm not very good at it, but that's that one there. Then moving on to this one here. This has got to be my favorite overall. This is the ASM Hydrosynth. I don't know, there seems to be no balance to it. You can play any synth tone you want. It's pretty incredible. There are a lot of knobs and everything. To me, it's kind of like a modular synth in a way that you can have any sort of sound routed to any other sort of sound, routed to effects, routed through envelopes and LFOs. And it's really fun to use, making lots of different sounds with it. And the neat thing about this model is the polyphonic aftertouch. So each of these keys has a sensor in them that detects the pressure as you push them down. So you can play a lot more expressively with it, which is really good for like big pads, lots of motion. That's what this is really good at. You can make these big, huge pad sounds. You play it down, each kind of finger moves a little bit, you get all this different motion, all these different effects coming through. But it's also good for leads and bass, and pretty much can do anything. This is definitely my favorite. So, this is just the Novation Launch Key Mini. It's nice to just have a keyboard when playing or recording something. Just like these little tiny keys, you can play a quick melody. The drum pads are also pretty fun. I use those quite a bit. Just plug it right into the computer and I'm good too. This is a sampler, the Electribe Korg sampler. Haven't really learned how to use this one too much, but it is quite fun to use. The little pads here, more on the drum side. You can make lots of different sequences with this guy. You can record different sounds into it and play it back and do a bunch of loops. Kind of like your all-purpose sort of drum machine. This guy. And so these were 2 MIDI keyboards. I'm trying to combine them into one.
Wait, you just...
You just cut it in half and then you splice them together.
What?
So this is still in progress. It's taking a lot more work than I thought it was going to be.
Wait, were these 2?
These were 2 separate keyboards.
Oh.
So they're both MIDI controller keyboards, and I bought them because they have this micro key, the Korg micro key, have these small keys, which I thought would be good so I could reach more of the keyboard, get a few more keys, have a full-size keyboard that would fit in a much smaller space. So when it's all assembled, it should be 97 keys. So it's still in 2 halves, but that's the idea behind this one. You can. This is the challenging part, trying to make all these connections back together.
Oh my god.
I've played a lot on this one. This is my nice keyboard. You could say these are all 88 fully weighted keys. And I got maybe about 8 years ago, 6 years ago or so. This one here I've used lots of piano songs. Put countless hours into this one for sure. This is a lot of fun to play. Got my strength up with kind of pushing down those weighted keys. It has good piano sounds.
Was this keyboard like your first big purchase ever?
Probably. It wasn't a cheap keyboard for sure. It's got a lot of different things. It's a keyboard workstation technically, so not just an electric piano. So it has all these other effects. Kind of like you can get the whole like arranger keyboard going.
Why do we even need a drummer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we got this, we got the sampler, we got the other MIDI one. I
Yeah.
mean, we got a whole drum set up there. I mean,
We don't need our drummer. We don't need him.
This one pretty much has everything. Played it almost to death, really. Some of the keys are a little iffy now, but only the ones that don't play too much.
I would argue that one's closer to death than this one.
Yeah, this one's still good, for sure.
I don't think that one's breathed life yet.
It hasn't breathed life yet.
He bought it, he took it home, and then it was like immediately taken apart. And then a couple days later, it was sawed in half, and I was like, it was just.
Welcome to the studio. So these are the keyboards that I use when we're performing. We have 2 keyboards and 1 music laptop. The main keyboard here is the Roland Juno DI for all the classic sounds, pianos, things like that. Organs, bass, strings, a bunch of different random sound effects. So that's this guy. Use it for pretty much everything. We have here the Korg Mini Log, the polyphonic analog synthesizer. So all the signal path is analog in this guy, and this one can do all the interesting tones. Get kind of that motion, the little quirkiness of the analog comes through. And this one I mostly use for leads and things like that, where we need some sort of neat sound effect. Just tune it right, just so with all the little knobs here. This here is the computer, fairly self-explanatory. We use this for all the recording, and then for the production part of it.
Do you have enough hands for all of those instruments?
Sure do. One for each keyboard. And then one in my back pocket for the laptop here. And we have one more keyboard here. This is the OG keyboard. Storage.
Oh boy.
Storage here. You can just set it. Well, yeah, you can just. So this is the Casio keyboard that we've had this for a long time now. 10 years, I think. A little over 10 years. So this is like the keyboard that pretty much started everything. It was a gift from my grandparents to my brother and I. And so
Yeah. I did not play it as much as Matthew played it.
this, I learned so much on this keyboard here. I still play, this is the songbook that came with it. Still use this songbook.
Wait, that song?
Yeah, this
Came
song
with this.
Came with this. I still use it because it has some good songs in it. But there were 100 songs. These are just the last 10, the most difficult ones. But there was another songbook that has the rest of them in there. And so I learned pretty much all the songs at this point. It has like a little tutorial thing, and it has a little keyboard here to show you how to play it.
Tells you which fingers to play, you know.
Yeah,
little
it's like a
names.
little hand, and it's like 1, 2, 3, and it'll like say 1, 2, 3. But it's like
What?
Yeah, it talks to you like that. It's kind of cool.
it's like which finger are you supposed to push this key, and it's like 1, and it's like okay, now you hit that key. It was good. I played so much on this. This is where I learned to play the piano. This keyboard here, it has the built-in speakers. It's easy to use. You just plug it right in and it goes. It has the built-in drums, kind of like the other one. It's kind of like a workstation. It's got little songs and rhythms you can play along with. Just kind of jam session with the keyboard. Definitely use that a lot. I had the tones memorized. You like tone 215. That's the trumpet, or whatever.
Yeah, I believe you could record with it too.
Yes.
That
You
was...
can't. This was huge. So on this, you can record one part and then save it, and then record another part and have them both play together. You could do up to 6 parts on there.
There was a lot of time spent recording parts on this thing.
You record it, you play a little thing, you can play it slow, speed it up. I think I really learned how to play with a metronome on this guy. Because you'd play it, and it wouldn't line up properly with the next part you played, so you have to redo it. Maybe I just have too many memories with it, but I've probably spent the most time playing this keyboard out of anyone. Alas, it does have some downsides. It's not super professional, and the keys weren't weighted, so I upgraded to that one eventually. But this is the one I kind of started and learned it all on.
Then you can see the hands.
You're using the wrong finger.
I am.
He's learned nothing.
Wedding, Greek
Dance. Yeah. Let's.
Ah.
So this is good. Oh yeah. I mean, not bad.
Oh, give us some Greek dance, ready? Wait, what is Japanese gonna sound like?
Alright everyone, thanks for watching. That was my tour of all the instruments that I use and kind of have here at the home and in the studio. Follow all the social media links, Instagram, YouTube videos where we'll be posting songs and podcasts and all sorts of things you can check out there. See ya!